last day of Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month.
Yes, and
Yeah.
can't get enough of that. We're live. Yes, 13 seconds into the stream. It is the 31st of May, 2021. My name is Sean, and this is that guy over there, Brandon, my partner here in Traffic Safety Programs. And we're live on YouTube and Twitter. I keep wanting to say TikTok. It's a bad habit. If you are watching us live, please come and ask us some questions. We are answering live questions in this session. I've got the overlay here now, so you can see it. Hey, Brian, you want to throw in a question and show the folks how it works? Basically, if you ask us a question, it'll drop in here. We'll throw it up on screen and have a conversation based on what you've asked us. So, who does Sean's hair? Look at that. We can hit the button. Let's see here. Hit the button, and we can even make it big and zoomy like that. I do my own hair, just in case you were wondering. I've passed the course. I can use a trimmer without training wheels now. So yeah, what's Brandon? How was your weekend?
Excellent. That was a fantastic weekend. The weather wasn't the best, but still got out for a ride. Ended up getting that bike for anyone who's been following my bike search saga. What about you, Sean?
I actually got to go around the block on a bike too. I'm trying it out, despite my knee not being happy. I'm working on doing more cycling to try and be healthier. It's a thing.
You said you took the kid out too. You took one of your kids out for you with
took both of them. My eldest is now riding without training wheels. It's very exciting. My little one has still got training wheels and is not really into speed, so she goes very, very slowly. As soon as she goes more than a pedal cycle, she tends to hit the brakes and go, "That was too fast." So it wasn't a very long ride.
Maybe it's too early in the week to mention, but we do, or we are likely to have our good friend Scott Marshall joining us this week. And one thing that he mentioned about being on a bicycle is that he kind of used it as a training ground for himself to become a very good driver. And then that's sort of, he passed that habit on to his kids. So
nice.
Going out with the kids and getting them just used to the road and used to, okay, this is a stop sign. We all stop there, blah, blah, blah. Like those are good habits to develop young.
Where you really spend time enjoying the scenery, because you're not speeding by, you're appreciating what's around you and taking notice. And I think you understand how vulnerable you are as a cyclist. That you don't get that same sense of vulnerability in a cage or in a car. Yeah. So yeah, I can see how that would be. I mean, I rode a bicycle since I was a little kid, a wee one, and it really was my independence growing up. In fact, I rode a bicycle to my young drivers courses when I was 15 because I was so eager to get out there. I rode my bicycle to the class. Yeah. So I think that's great. I'm really enjoying the fact that my kids are becoming independent and using bicycles. I mean, they're tiny, but the fact that they can go and do what they want to do is amazing. So I hope that continues to a long career as a driver. And there was something I was going to mention to you about this whole thing. What I really want to get them, that's what it was. I really want to get them to a go-kart track.
Oh, yeah. Man, it's been forever since I've been to a go-kart track. I remember we used to go to the Wasaga go-kart track all the time when I was a kid. It was the best.
Well, we've got a couple in Toronto, one in particular that's indoors and electric. And when things reopen, I think we should go there and do an episode there, because there's so much that you can learn riding in a go-kart. And for those people who like to go fast, it's a great way to do it, to feel like you're going fast on a closed circuit where you get to, use your skills and not break the law. So we definitely have to do something there.
Yeah, it would be a great time. But for today, we got some things to mention for you guys. So first thing we want to talk about, do we have the VZET locations, Sean?
We do. We tweeted them out this morning, and I'll pull them up because I've already forgotten what they are. That homework where you're supposed to be ready to go and you press go. Yeah, I didn't do it. Let's see here. We are in. Dun, dun, dun. I'm on the wrong phone, aren't I? I have two phones, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm on the wrong one. Okay, traffic services. Here we go. Our tweet was, aside from the one that says, okay, the 23 and 41 division. That's today. And if you don't know what Vision Zero is, or our VZET team is, it's a Vision Zero enforcement team. It's a team of dedicated officers who go and target different areas. They focus on the big four, and the big four are speeding. Then, of course, there's aggressive driving, distracted driving, and impaired driving. And those are the behaviors, the driving behaviors, choices that people make that are more often the cause or related to the collisions that lead to serious injury or death. And they're, of course, the ones we want to focus on and reduce so that we can have fewer deaths on our roadways. So that's where they are today. You can check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook every morning. That's where we will post that information. And just since we're talking about it, if you're watching us on anything but Twitter, you can follow us on Twitter at Traffic Services. You can also follow us on Instagram at Traffic Services Toronto. You can also get us on our Facebook page, which is Toronto Police Traffic Services. Or if you're doing a facebook.com /traffic services. I got to make a new icon. We don't have one for that. You can also get us on YouTube, but we don't actually put VZ information there daily, but we do have other content that we place there. So you can follow us on YouTube. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. Of course, our favorite place in the world has been TikTok, and you can get us there every day at Traffic Services. And we have something new today on TikTok because Brandon, you hit 1,000 followers on TikTok over the weekend.
That is right. I did. I finally got over the milestone of the 1,000. Thankfully, being up here, being with Sean, having the voiceover cop at my side has bolstered my popularity. So it's been very exciting. It's been very fun. It's a very interesting platform in terms of like the people you're engaging with and the questions they ask. It's very easy to use. So for us, it's been very exciting and very. We experiment with it, and so for us it can be a lot of fun, but we're also seeing every day people come in there like, oh man, like this is a great channel, the stuff I'm getting off of here, it's changing my relationship with the road, or I didn't know that, I've been doing this all wrong all this time. So
I'm just throwing up on screen. Yeah, this is your account on TikTok, and I want to just because I'm kind of jealous. I'll never look like this or do that, but this is Brandon. He's I think, was this when you were at the police college?
Yeah, that's back at OPC. Yeah.
OPC, so you had a training pistol there, and you're in between classes. So a couple of people were like, "You're working out on duty?" No, he's actually at the police college doing his thing. But that's amazing what you're doing. I imagine that didn't take any work at all to prepare for.
Oh no, yeah, just a little bit of juice, some push-ups, brush your teeth,
orange
vegetables,
juice, orange juice,
orange juice. Yeah, yeah, orange juice, over the counter, the good stuff.
Yes, but if you'd like to see more content from TPS Fit Cop, go on to TikTok. You can get him. That's your account on everything, right? Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah. I think Twitter's just a little bit different. Fit TPS is on Twitter. Someone took the other one. It's okay.
Yes. We gotta get that for you. But you know what? But your focus and your passion is being fitness, and it's obvious because you may not see from this, but he works out and he looks like he works out. He's quite in shape. A different shape than me, yeah. So your goal is to really get into the whole mentoring and giving advice on that from a policing perspective. A lot of people who want to get information on how to become a police officer, how to train, that stuff you want to talk about on your channel. So if you have interest in that, you should follow him on those. And also, if you're interested in becoming a member of the Toronto Police Service, you should visit our website. That's www.torontopolice.on.ca and /careers. And there's all sorts of information as to what the requirements are for you if you want to join as a member. And ask Brandon things on his account for things you can do, tips, tricks, and ways of becoming more fit. He's gonna be my fitness guru.
Yeah, we're gonna do Sean Shapiro's fitness journey. It's gonna be fantastic.
And that yeah, actually, I should do that on my account. On my account's really been about behind the scenes, just talking about what we're doing on TikTok. But maybe I need a fitness journey. I need to drop some weight, and maybe Brandon's gonna be my coach. I think we've said it here. So something back to stuff and things in Toronto. We
got those news releases, right?
Yeah, have you got that one up?
I've got one of them up. The other one's actually just an update, but we'll take a look at the one that occurred over the weekend. So actually, this happened on Friday at about 5:30 in the morning. And there was a collision between a vehicle and a parked vehicle, actually, where a 20-year-old man was actually transported to hospital with life-threatening injuries. He was literally just sitting in his vehicle. The vehicle was parked, and unfortunately, he's going to be sustaining some serious injuries as a consequence of somebody
That,
else's driving behavior. So
that's number 18, one I've got on screen.
18, yeah,
Okay,
2021.
I got the right one up.
Yep. So
Yeah,
20-year-old female driving a Honda CRV on Dundas. So, not exactly a low population area, right?
yeah, and just for folks, if you don't know what we're looking at here, a news release for all of our major events across goes out on our website under the newsroom, specifically news releases. And if you're interested in keeping up on what's going on in the city, from us anyway, this is the same source of information that the media uses, so you can be getting up to date information from there. And we also send it out on Twitter and whatnot. But what was the other one? Was that the you
So the other
mentioned there
one
was
was
a second.
actually, yeah, it was number 15, which has now become, I believe, Fatal 8.
Right. So what happens is it was got it. So
There it is.
it was a numbered collision. So someone who was it was PI 15, and the victim succumbed to their injuries and is now being relisted as a fatal collision as opposed to simply a personal injury collision.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sad story.
It really is. And if you read through these news releases, you'll find most of the time at the bottom, anyone with information can come forward to provide anonymously to the numbers you see on the screen. It'll have Crime Stoppers on there.
Yeah.
You can also reach out to the police directly anonymously. These are your opportunities to make your neighborhoods safer, to make your community safer. And honestly, like, policing isn't policing without the trust and without the cooperation of the
Yeah.
public. It means a lot to us, and it means a heck of a lot to the families of these victims. Man, like, we go and we talk to these people, and
There's
they're
lots of
very
questions.
understanding, and there's a lot of emotions, and there's a lot of questions. And so
Sure.
we've had people come out and provide us with incredible evidence, video, especially video, and it really brings a lot of closure to not only our investigations, which is important, but to the families, really.
Sure. Dash cam footage, building security footage, all of it comes together and is used to paint a better picture of what happened. It's the best evidence that we can get. So if you happen to have information in relation to those collisions or any major collisions, please contact either police here at Traffic Services. You can get us at 416-808-1900. You can also contact Crime Stoppers anonymously, as Brandon mentioned, at 1-800-222-TIPS. Yeah, we are constantly seeing these updates, and unfortunately, we still see too many people who are getting injured and killed on our roadways. So there's so many different things. People always say, "Well, how do we stop it?" Well, what we're doing right here, talking about things like the Big Four, talking about different events and I would say campaigns to slow people down or
Hmm.
to draw awareness towards a specific issue in a neighborhood. It's education, and we're hoping that everyone who's watching gets involved and does their part to change their behavior or to change the behavior of loved ones. Doing so much as just sharing this restream or this live stream or our accounts with the people that you care about, or kids. That's a big thing. Young drivers getting into it. Maybe we can share some information that changes their behavior and saves a life, whether it be theirs or someone else's.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest things that we can actually offer. Policing is more than just putting cuffs on folks. It's more than just handing out tickets. A big part of it, and particularly for my bias, is that I'd love to see people more educated. I'd love to see people having
Yeah.
greater access to information, because we understand the laws are complicated. I mean, we're two officers in here who often, we're asking other officers, what about this? What about that? So not only do I feel like we're providing an excellent service, but we're providing it very broadly. So not only should you be catching us here, but you should be catching us over on TikTok, because Sometimes people they try to stump us. They ask us some very interesting questions, and it really gets the creative juices flowing, and then we're
It's
able to.
fantastic, is what
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
Just to throw over here onto our account, you can see all sorts of updates, and what we do is we deliver the information in a very. It's a lot on my face right now, but we deliver a lot of this information in bite-sized, easy to understand. It's not in legalese. It's just in English, plain old, simple. Sharing information in the most easy to understand way. And it's actually the comments from our viewers that are telling us that. So if you are not on TikTok, come visit us. Yeah, I don't think you need to be a member to see the videos. Only if you want to participate and start and comment. So come and visit there. We're going to be going there live at 9 o'clock. You can get us there and continue the conversation. We'll be doing a live Q&A, and that really means it's like a fire hose of information, both questions and answers, where folks just like you are in there asking questions, simple things like driver's license, they've expired and it's they can't go in because of COVID. What do you do? We explain the simple stuff that the MTO has extended things until further notice, and that's fantastic. It's fantastic. Even if we get the same question 100 times for over 100 days, we're happy to be answering them. And we've had a few folks ask us why we're there and why we're doing what we're doing. Well, we can't come and see you in person. We can't be where we usually were or are, at all these trade shows where we'd be able to meet and greet in person and give you a nice little handout with some useful safety tips. Instead, we're engaging here on social media. So
That's right.
it's good stuff. And we hope to see you there. We also hope to see Scott Matthews because he's out of our CIB. He's the guy who brings us all the details of the weekend's impaired driving stats. And we hope to get some information from him later so we can give you an update. Let's see if he sent me a message to say when he's going to be available.
So one more thing that we should mention while Sean's getting that together, we get asked quite regularly, how do I make a complaint? How do I talk about an issue within my neighborhood? Putting up on the screen right now, if you go to the Citizen Online Report entry, and the website's right there, www.torontopolice.owens.ca/core, you can make your report there. What happens with that is once the report is generated, it gets sort of filtered out to your particular location, so where you may be. Say it's a community report, it's going to go to an officer in that community who can action the report, right? Who can take maybe particularly enforcement action. Say it's a driving complaint or a local neighborhood traffic complaint. This stop sign gets run all the time, or this school zone, everyone's always speeding in. It lets us direct our energies and our resources to where you guys need us. So again, it's that cooperation factor, but it's also the education, because a lot of people don't know that this tool exists, and it's a great tool.
And it's a legitimate report. It gets assigned a number. It gets assigned to an officer, and action is taken. So,
Yep.
And very often we get emails that say, "Can you do something about it? Can you respond? Can you come and do heightened enforcement?" We can't take a report by email, but we can take a report by the core interface. So it is a great tool. It is the first stop that you should make when you're trying to get action, especially in relation to driving complaints. There's even immediate action for parking enforcement as well. At the end of the day, there's a number of resources here, and it's far better than waiting on hold or trying to get an officer to call you back, because is that immediate response.
And just sort of a personal story on that one. When I was young, I don't think that core existed. So when I think it would have been 15 maybe, but I made a report that I had lost a wallet. So something that's, not terribly, no one was in trouble, no one got hurt. It was something small, and to me, I was like, this is small, but I was advised to leave the report with the OPP in the locality I was in, and it was in like Huntsville, and I left the report, and like 2 weeks later, I didn't expect anything to happen. OPP officer shows up at my door with my wallet, everything in it, all the money was there.
Awesome.
I received $200 for helping somebody move or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, sometimes you may think, online reports and whatever, where's it really going to go? It goes somewhere. So yeah.
And I just learned something about Brandon is if I ever have to move, I have someone to call.
That's right.
So what else was going on? Oh, that's what was going on. I did check, and although our friend Scott is not here, he did send us the information. And care to guess how many?
Okay, so the previous weekend, not last weekend, the one last weekend reported, we had 9. The weekend before that was 23. So I'm hoping not in the middle. Let's go. I want 7. I'm hopeful.
Unfortunately, no, more than double that. We had 16 people for impaired operation offenses over the weekend. 2 drivers were impaired by drug. 2 drivers were operating on the wrong side of the road. And 5 more were given 3-day Warren range suspensions for being over the 0.05,
Wow.
which is the limit for operation of your vehicle. So you get on the first time blowing a Warren, you would get a 3-day suspension. The second time, 7-day, and so on. But not criminal, because criminal is 0.08 and over. But in any case, great that we were out there. Great that we caught those that were out to be caught. Unfortunate that they were there to be caught, because we, of course, hope that anyone gets behind the wheel of a car is going to be doing so in a sober fashion. Lives are at stake. It's a real deal. And, for the number of years that I've been driving, it's been an issue. Impaired driving has been an issue, and it continues to be an issue all over the world. So, yeah. Unfortunately, people who are impaired don't make good decisions, and often they're left to make that decision on their own, because they're not planning ahead. They're not making alternate plans, because really it's that having that plan in advance is your best defense for not doing it. Because there's so many excuses. We have a great video that we have on all of our channels about excuses, and we've heard so many of them. Maybe we need a new version. Maybe there's an updated version of the excuses video that needs to be made. But yeah, we want to keep everybody safe. That's including the driver and all of the pedestrians, cyclists, all other road users need to be protected. And impaired driving kills. So, well, that got dark quickly. Okay.
Let's go somewhere nice, like TikTok.
TikTok. All right. Well, we're going to shut it down and get ready for our TikTok event of the day, which is a daily live stream that goes there. And of course, we'd love to have you follow us. So let's continue the conversation there. We'll see you there at 9:00. Was it Be There or Be Square?
In like the 60s, yes.
Awesome. Well, listen, if you're watching here, have a wonderful day. If you're watching the replay and it's after the day, I hope you had a really wonderful day. And in any case, we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care, guys.
Okay, I'm going to shut